In this video, we're going to have an in-depth look at the new weapons, modifications and changes that have come in version 15.16 of Gorebox. We're starting off, of course, with the biggest new addition, which is the grenade launcher. Now, the first thing I want to check out is how far can we rocket jump with this, and I'm of course going to be comparing that to the rocket jump of the RPG. So let's see how far we can get with this first. Okay, so I'm gonna mark the distance with this little barrier right here. So that's quite the distance actually. Now let's try doing the same with the grenade launcher. Gonna mark this with another barrier. This is where I landed with my grenade launcher, and that is where I landed with my RPG. So as you can see, there's quite a distance actually, and you can see it better from up here. Even though the rocket jumps with this thing are smaller, you can have them a lot more frequently because you don't have to reload the weapon as often. Like, look how fast we can fire with this thing. If you have infinite ammo in the console unchecked, you'll need to choose this particular ammo crate right here in order to get ammo for your weapon. Now I also wanted to do a quick accuracy test of both the weapons, so I've put this gigantic button on the legacy tower right here as my target, and I'm gonna stand here all the way at the edge of the map and now aim and shoot. So as you can see, a shot from the grenade launcher did not hit at all. It can't really travel that distance. The angle from which its cells hit is not all that accurate. Now let's try out the RPG. Again, not 100% accurate either, but definitely a lot more accurate than the grenade launcher. Now I'm going to test out the new UMP45, and in order to do that, I will actually have to compare it to all of the other light submachine guns based on aim, accuracy, recoil and fire rate. And I'll do this test in the Afterglow map by standing against this fence and aiming and unleashing my weapons at exactly this point right here. Based on my experimentation, the MAC-10 has the highest fire rate, the PP-19 has the highest amount of ammo, the MP5 has the best accuracy, and the MAC-10 has the least amount of recoil. The new UMP45 actually had the least amount of ammo and the most recoil amongst all the other light submachine guns. So in my opinion, it's not the best weapon, actually. Next, what we have right here is the combat knife. But how does it compare to the kitchen knife and the machete? Let's find out. So we've got a treat guinea pigs right here. Don't call me racist because they're all black, that's just how they spotted, okay? And we're going to find out how many slashes it takes to kill one with a kitchen knife. So here's the first slash. That's 2, and it's back up for more. Okay, so that's 3 slashes with the kitchen knife. Now we're gonna test out the machete. That's 1 slash. That's the second one, and there hasn't been any sort of suffering apparently. He just died straight up with the second one. And now finally we try the combat knife. Okay, I didn't expect that to be instant. So I suppose that means that the combat knife is superior to all the other knives in this game. Now the next change that I forgot to show you guys in my previous video were the now customizable weapons. So this is the Dragunov SVD, and you can now equip it with a scope or even without one if you want. And it's the same thing for the AUG as well. This is the scopeless version, which you can't aim with, and this is the scoped version. It's the same case for the P90. Here's the scoped version, here's the AR-15 without a scope, and here it is with the scope. Here's the SCAR without the scope, and here it is with the scope. And also here's the SPAS 12 without the folded stock, and here it is with the folded stock. Now we've got a couple of updates of weapon designs as well. This is what the Deagle looked like earlier. This is what the Deagle looks like right now. This is what the Mossberg 500 looked like earlier. And this is what the Mossberg 500 looks like right now. Next, the fire rates of both of these machine guns have been changed. Now I started off with the M249s. And as you guys can see, the new one is 3 seconds faster. Then of course I tried the PKMs. And once again it's actually 3 seconds faster. Next, the accuracy of all shotguns has been changed, so it's time to test it out. So here I am at my testing range in the conspiracy map. We're starting with the new Spars 12. Next we've got the new Mossberg 500. Next we've got the Son of Shotgun. Here's the new AA-12. So as you guys can see, they've updated the shotguns to be a lot more accurate now. There's also a couple of other things that I forgot to mention. This hammer is now accessible from the melee weapon section. Earlier you had to access it from the entities. Let's see how lethal it is. Okay, pretty lethal I gotta say. But does it still function as a repair tool? It seems to be the case. And in the Entities tab, the flashlight also has an updated image now. Works all the same though. Click here to see my early access video of Gorebox version 15.16. So I've been Jazef, you've been my audience, thank you for watching and goodbye.